All right, so he's here. Here's Sebastian for us. How you
I'm
doing,
pretty
man?
pissed.
How you
I'm
feeling?
extremely pissed, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I can
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
I can understand now. Now, I still think you played pretty well.
Oh yeah.
Are you proud of the way you played today, except for that run back?
Yeah, I made a few mistakes that I'm not really excited about because it's like spots that I studied. But overall, I think I played well. I think I played well. Um, especially like when I accumulated chips, I feel like I played well. And then at the end, like I can't do anything about it.
I mean, really, just like it fell apart there. Essentially, just being, you wake up with tens right, and it's an obvious
Yeah.
shove. You wake up with king queen, and it's an obvious call, and just find yourself crushed. I don't. Do you really think you could have done anything different there?
I mean, I don't really think so. There's a hand earlier where I had ace eight suited where Brad jammed. And thinking about it, I should have called because I mean he wasn't excited about jamming, and he has a lot of weaker hands that he shoves there. So I could have knocked him out there, but that's like pretty much it. There's like nothing I could do in that spot. It's just frustrating to me. Like winning $15 is nothing to me. I just want to win the tournament. Even if I won first prize, it doesn't really matter to me. I just want to win the tournament.
Yeah.
Now, I want to go back to a hand that you played. Was it with Jack, where you ended up check raising him with the gutter with 8-6, and he shoved all in. You tanked there for about 2 minutes, and I really was wondering what was your thought process there? Why did you take that long? Did you think you had more outs, or were you just thinking about the knockout points? What made you really think about making that call?
I mean, obviously, I was thinking about the knockout. I was getting 4-1, so I need a little over 4-1, so I needed like 19-20%. I knew if I had just the 4 outs, if I just had the 4 outs, I have like 12-13% for the gutter. And then I was thinking, like, is he really shoving a 10 here? Like, I'd anticipate him to just call his top pair, let me bluff the turn. So I was like, mainly I was just confused as to what he had. I really thought that he would just call his 10. So I was thinking, like, I think he might just be, like, bluff shoving his overcards. In the case that I have a bluff myself. So that's what I was thinking about. I was like, are my pairs live potentially? So that's the only reason why I tanked.
You have more equity.
Exactly. So like I knew just with the gutter, I didn't have the right price. It was close, but I didn't have the right price. I was just thinking like, do I potentially have my pairs live, which I didn't. He shoved king 10.
And obviously made a good fold there. But I can understand now, hearing you talk through it, I can understand where you came from there on that. But overall, played really well today. I'm sorry, man, that it ran out. We have one more question.
It seemed like your strategy today really came with a lot of aggression, especially a lot of donk bets, especially when you had with heads up with Adrian. You were going a lot of aggressive moves. Was that kind of your strategy going into today's tournament?
I donked bet one time. Well, actually, I didn't donk bet. I didn't donk bet a single time. I was leading. It was like limp pots, so it's not really a donk bet. I mean,
you were essentially just trying to be aggressive and take a lot of pots down.
Yeah, he was pretty much like, I mean, he was giving off a lot of tells, like when he had anything, when he didn't have anything. But overall, it's like, I understand ranges pretty well. So like, there was a hand against Brad where the flop came 3, 4, 6 all diamonds at king 9 of clubs. And it's like, his defend, like, thought about it a little bit, and he defended. Like, I know he doesn't have a piece of the board. If he has a flush draw, like, he calls, I know to shut it down. He never has a pair there. I know I'm taking it down most of the time. So yes, I was aggressive quite a bit because I just knew on certain boards, like, they didn't have it. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I think made sense, dude. You're a good player.
Yeah,
You just ended up running bad there. We hope you do well in the next one. You obviously did well in this one. Maybe you'll take down one. Thank you so much for joining us, Sebastian.
Thank you.
Really
we have the
appreciate
main event in April, and then we have the Champs tournament. We have the main event's our biggest tournament. The entry fees double. The points are like doubled as well. It's usually pretty intense because that's like when our standings are finalized. There's a lot of pressure. Also, player of the year is probably going to get decided there. Player of the year is the person with the most points, and I think I'm leading it now. So that's also going to be
Oh, nice.
Player of the Year gets a trophy and a gift card. So that's going to be interesting.
Important. So I hope we'll be around to watch, or maybe call that one, and we'll hope to see you there and see you at a final table competing for Player
Yeah,
of the
thank
Year.
you. Yeah, guys, appreciate it so much for you guys coming. Like,
And we have the April tournament also.
oh yeah, we have an April. I forgot.
Yeah,
we
no
have-
problem.
Yeah,
We're
it's fun.
excited. We're really. I mean, we were talking a lot about. That's why I sent you guys a message for us, because we're trying to connect some of the poker clubs, and we might have the potential to do an online league, which would be
Yeah,
really
exactly.
cool. So appreciate it, man. We'll let you
All
go.
right, thank you guys. Have fun. I got day 2 of a tournament tomorrow, so I gotta get
All right.
going.
Nice.
All right, thank you so much for commentating.
Study up.
All right.
Yep, no problem.
Yeah,
We'll
no
see ya.
problem.
See you
Thanks,
guys.
Sebastian.
All right, so that was a great conversation, Sebastian.
Yes.
Really cleared up some of the questions I had. We got a hand here now. Heads up, 7-3 deuce. Got a bet of 5. Brad raised to 10, and Mag Daddy will call with the 5, and Mag Daddy decided to shove all in on the king. And get a fold. What a hand there! That was really interesting.
Yeah.
And Mag Daddy will take the lead again. Remember, folks, we're at 2. I think we're at 2.5, 5.
So 75 and 70K. Mac Daddy with a slim lead.
Slim lead there. 525. Just started heads up. Only a couple hands in.
I mean, I don't have the level of knowledge of poker that Sebastian, Jack, you.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes the
Yeah.
run good makes a difference, man.
Yep.
You don't have to know everything. Sometimes you run good and make the right play at the right time based on instinct. I think makes a difference. And Mac Daddy has built himself a chip fort, and that chip fort will be folded
Yes.
there with the 5 deuce 7-4. We got some junk there. Shows the 7-4 as if it made a difference.
Yes.
Doesn't. Domination Nation there.
Suck on these apples. 7-4.
Yeah, right. You fold it.
Yeah, I got the nuts.
Well, it looks like, according to that, we are absolutely dead even at
Yeah.
72.5 apiece. Wow. So a dead even heads up here. This one might take a little while, but
Yeah.
Brad might be getting might get frisky and trying to get and watch March Madness.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I was gonna say, you want to chip 40 and then winner gets 5?
Should be tipping off soon.
Chop 40, winner gets 5. It's 60.
You never know. You could ship it with 5-3 and hit
So
flops.
we're still playing for something. You're making a deal?
Could be. I mean, it does hit flops some of the time.
No.
Okay.
No deals. They said they're not
No
going to make a
deals.
deal. They could have made a deal for points for 60-25, but they're not going to make one.
We can split points too if you want that. Points don't matter.
I feel like I for that.
Well, it doesn't look like they're gonna make one.
Didn't look like I made the one. They were talking about something.
I feel like I should get.
Brad on the button with the 8-5 of spades.
Tell anyone because I can.
Definitely a playable hand. Heads up.
You know that Yeti
So
though.
are you guys trying to do that?
Yeah.
Alright, Brad. What are you doing? Good to go.
You secret.
So he limps in with 8-5, and Magday with 6 deuce. Obviously going to take his option.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like these guys want to play to a winner, and I think that's legitimate. Both
Yep.
both of them have played well enough, especially Mag Daddy. They have played well enough to get to this point. Want to see a winner. King 4-3, 2 hearts. You got a gutter for Mag Daddy, but one of those 5s is gone. The 9 outer, and Brad, I think, continued and easily took it down, folded the gutter. Not much option there. Or no, did Mag
No,
Daddy
I-
bet?
I
Yeah,
think
he
Mag
must have
Daddy
bet.
bet.
Yeah, Mag Daddy donked out there, and it happened to be a
Yeah.
good donk. Smart. Yeah, you bet 10K. There you go. So picking up that pot. I think that's kind of the situation that Mac Daddy's going to be trying to put Brad in, is just
Yeah.
continuing to be aggressive, because it seems like Brad will play a little bit more passive.
Yep.
He's going to fold a lot of hands, especially to c-bet. So Mac Daddy's just going to have to grind it out and then hope if he ends up having a hand that, you know, he can draw out or something like that. We'll see.
And about to say, and with his table image too, with Mac Daddy, he pulled that one good bluff off with the Queen 5, but
He's still
He's
representing
still-
a lot of good
yeah.
hands.
Oh yeah, Mike. Wait, could I?
in a fold from 9-7 suited, it was dominated, but
If we do that, can I?
Still,
was a playable hand. Heads
might
up.
have raised.
Yeah. No anting, just 2.5 and 5.
Because like if I say first place gets 40, second place gets 40, it's like fuck.
Oh,
You know.
yeah, it's fine. Okay.
So on paper it has to be.
Now I think we're
Well, yeah, they're talking still about kind of like the point breakdowns, and they still look like they're going to keep playing.
Yeah.
It is a big jump from 25 to 60 is a huge jump. Normally we
Yeah.
don't have in our tournaments we try to keep the jump a little bit lower from that, but there's still like at least probably a double jump from like first to second. That's about well, but even then this is a little bit bigger. It's about a
Yep.
2.5 times jump from second to first.
I mean,
And Brad gets
Brad-
dealt the same
Yep.
hand, 9-7.
depends how I'm
Looks like our dealer may not have shuffled, and we'll just complete there. Calling a check, and Mac Daddy, let's see, we don't know what he checked with yet. And banked a flop of 9, queen, 6, a middle pair for Brad. We're sweating with Brad, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Sweating with Brad. Mac Daddy checks,
will
leads
get
out,
it.
and apparently it wasn't a sweat at all. Brad takes it down with the C-bet.
I bet 5 he folded.
What's the minutes? I mean, I'm sorry.
We did miss that.
Now
one.
we're almost back to even.
You checked first. Oh yeah, you did.
I did. I checked. Yeah. Check full.
That's you.
Huh.
Like, while we do that.
You got
All right,
one.
Jeff's gonna use the restroom. I'll carry it here for a little bit. Might trade off.
Don't do a cooler without me.
All right, we're gonna try not to. Well, I can't control anything, Jeff.
I wish you. Three triple you and Miko in the tournament.
And so it'll be Mac Daddy on the small blind, I believe.
I hate this. What? The difference
Or might be
between
on the big
small
one.
blinds and
It
the
should go
small
away
blinds.
for like final two.
You don't ante.
Oh really?
Yeah, you don't ante.
Wait, have you been playing Annie?
I
Yeah.
said it. I'm sorry.
You don't ante.
Either way, I meant for the whole tournament.
We've done it for like an even amount of heads. So
Alright.
Shit stacks are gonna be slightly off.
And so it is Mac Daddy on the button.
And you're.
There'll be a winner and a loser.
Fuck it with a bucket.
I think you actually owe me like.
Brad is like, you owe me $20. Mac Daddy with 10-3 of spades does shove, sort of as a bluff to try and get Brad to take a shot. Does not take a shot and folds. Blinds are at 3 and 6K now, by the way.
So good.
I don't think we have a big blind of Annie anymore. Wouldn't make a lot of sense.
Well, I want him to stick around because I want to like talk more formally with him
You're
about
fine, right? Yeah.
the future.
It's up to 3-6.
Should I run for president?
I go.
Brad will be on the button
You want Sebastian?
on the small blind, right?
I'm not gonna do that.
You don't want
care
that.
that
You don't
much.
want that responsibility.
Yeah, I don't care that much, and I'm not trying to like. I want him on keyboard still. So it would be an agreement.
Brad with Jack 3 will complete.
Call.
Wait, you actually want president?
No, I mean who doesn't? But like, it's a
Absolutely. I'm the president of my club, but we didn't really vote for our president. It doesn't really matter. We're just coming to play poker.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I'm
I agree.
hoping that somebody else joins from my grade because I don't want to be.
Ace
president.
5 deuce flop. Brad with a gutter. Mac Daddy with
Well, if I
a brick, and it goes check to the turn. Turn is an 8, which does not really change anything, and Mac Daddy will just check it, and Brad will go ahead and probably c-bet, or at least,
yeah.
bet the turn, rather. Bet 6K into pot of 12. And Mac Daddy raises to 12, and will get the call, trying to push Brad out of it, but does not. And Mac Daddy has to now find himself into an interesting spot. He gets called for this check raise, and now you have to continue the line here out of position. No matter what this card is, you got to bet at it. Is it a good card? That's the question. It's a queen. It is not a good card. Brad has it with Jack high, but how can you ever think you have it? And Mac Daddy shoves all in and gets it through. Unreal. Mac Daddy check raising the turn, setting up a river shove on the queen. Exactly the way you had to play it. You had to shove or make a big bet no matter what, and we'll pull a big pot. Brad was actually good with Jack high there versus 10-9. It was Jack 3, 10-9. What a hand there. Mac Daddy taking a now almost 2-1 chip lead there, Jeff, as Jeff comes back in. But
Again, the factor we said at the beginning, the aggressiveness for Mac Daddy getting it through right there.
that's why I said is that he's got the cojones to
Yeah.
actually make those types of plays, and he set it up exactly right with the check raise on the turn.
And it just Brad so far in this heads up match hasn't shown that he's willing to really get a lot of bluffs in there. He's either
Uh-huh.
going to have the nuts or have a really good pair or not.
Well, yeah, and here's the tough thing too is that it depended really on the card. I think Mac
Yeah.
Daddy was shoving no matter what.
Yeah.
And if it comes up a jack, you really do wonder, does Brad call
Yeah.
with the jack? A pair of jacks. That's the real question. And does not play the Doyle Brunson,
Nope.
and we see a fold fold.
Because they need me to sign off, assuring that the proper people are receiving their payments.
They did raise the blinds to 3 and 6.
So
Because I could say, oh,
5:34 here,
Yeah, that's true.
Central Time
just prove that. I mean, we could be like, hey, just check the
in LNK, Lincoln, Nebraska. Alec Rome right here. Jeff Action along with me from UNL Poker Club.
You say check the
Got a
stream,
chance to
no,
really
no,
connect
no,
with
no,
Binghamton
no.
University Poker Club, having a lot of fun doing the stream. Brad
I'm pretty sure you
on the button with King 3.
Alright,
All in a
Oh,
call, but he's
wow,
dominating,
a
and this could be it.
truck.
An absolute truck, but both hearts and clubs are live. Brad is saying, I want to end it right here.
Don't mind the shove. You got a high card. King 3 is a very good hand.
This
for
one
heads
is
up.
going to pretty much decide it. Mac Daddy does have him covered. And a 3
Three.
comes on the
Wow.
flop. Unreal. That is unreal. Only 3 outs right now. Mac Daddy has a
Oh.
queen, but there's outs because he has a backdoor flush. This is absolutely ridiculous. The river. Could it be a club? It is. Oh my God. That is the most
Insane.
ridiculous hand I've ever seen. That is sick. That is absolutely sick. We went from domination rotation to domination rotation again.
It's like the Spider-Man meme. Got you.
just match with all the black.
Unreal. Brad
Wow.
shoving, just trying to end it. Mac Daddy finds himself ahead. No problem. And then on the river, gets rivered. What a terrible card. The Queen of Clubs, a sick card. An absolutely sick card. Unreal. Unreal.
How much do you got behind now?
Dang.
I mean,
And
Wow.
now Mag Daddy finds himself there. And Brad, he just wanted second place, but he's
Yeah.
in a great position to possibly win. And boy, Mac Daddy, you can't be upset with how you
No.
played it. You got it in at the right time. Just so happened that the cards took you on an absolute roller coaster and teased you, thinking that you just got it back after being behind on the flop. Unreal. That is sick. That is absolutely sick.
I need doggy bag. That was too sick.
You're right, Jeff. Boy, oh boy, that was sick. Ugh.
so
How do you recover from
Yeah.
that is the question. 7-4.
Well-
Was Mac Daddy just shipping in right now?
It's actually a nuts hand right there. Because whoever won that hand, you wins the tournament.
He
Well,
just
that's
is
his
just gonna.
blind.
That's his blind,
pretty big swing.
and he
Yeah,
folds it.
folds. Queen 6.
Yeah, not the time.
Yep.
Man, wow. But you can't discount Mac Daddy's still around. He's got 3 big blinds. He can get a double up. He's probably gonna need another one after that. Down. I think might have a little bit more than 22K, but
Yeah.
obviously having to ship out his blind there, I think is the reason why.
I'll say it's 3 and 6.
And apparently, King
Blinds.
3 is a Binghamton University Poker Club meme hand, and it's not a surprising run out. That's it's like our 5-3.
Yeah, it's like a 5-3.
It's like our 5-3. We swear it hits flops, and there you go. King 3 gets it in.
Wow.
That is unreal.
Spring break
Uh,
time and I forgot to make
7-4. We flipped it.
You might fold.
That's okay though.
UNC. I need Auburn to go to the final and lose to Duke, and then I might be able to win the bracket or two.
Nice.
Yeah, I need Kentucky to lose, and then
Yep,
Jack
he's
to
gonna
go to the final 4.
Just folds it. You wonder what. Magic had clean.
Yeah, he was shipped. I bet he would.
Probably would have shipped it.
I never won one of these. Yo.
Now we're just looking for another cooler. Man,
Yeah,
that
wow.
was- I
That
was
was
still in
insane.
shock by that hand.
I'm close.
We've had some good ones.
I came in
Yeah,
Today.
we've had 3 really just standout hands to me.
I was
Ace, what was it? Aces,
Ace, queen,
tens,
and 10.
Yeah,
same.
ridiculous, ridiculous. And we had Ace Queen versus Kings. That was crazy on an absolute roller coaster
It
ride.
ended up being 3.5.
Because really, if it's a different queen,
Yeah.
then I think he.
Oh, well, here's the
Here it
shove.
comes. Here comes the shove. Will it be a call?
And no, not 9-5.
9-5. The Dolly Parton will not get the
Nope.
call. Mag Daddy will just scoop it in. So that's basically what we're waiting for.
Bang for your buck.
Yeah.
It makes sense to do. I don't really. As long as you're
Good student, it's not that hard to get in, right?
Oh,
Even if you're a bad
go
student,
here,
you're
it's
still
almost
also
automatic.
saw my acceptance, I was like, oh, they must be desperate for applicants.
If you went to Bennington for undergrad accounting, I think you only.
That's not bad. Only needed
Yeah.
3.
might just
I could have went to Bennington for accounting. Dang.
Yeah.
but it's
Don't know if
still-
math's your strong suit.
Sometimes it is.
Sometimes it is.
Sometimes, you know.
Now in
count the-
poker odds, yes.
Poker odds, yes. Other math, I will say
Yeah.
no. Calculus 1 was the end. That was it. I was done with math after that. I was like, it gets no stupider or less useful in my life than this. Brad on the Bhutan with King 7 might be a spot where you want to try and put some
Yeah.
pressure on.
Way below average.
Gets
Oh,
it all in,
yeah.
and Mac Daddy's got a
Yep.
call.
All right, here we go.
Some all in. Here we go. Ace 3 versus King 7.
Well, three's
Here
in
we
there.
go. Mac Daddy ahead again, but only 60-40 to a flop. Live cards. Flop has come. A Jack 6-5. You got some backdoor stuff for Brad, but nothing really. Let's see. The turn card does not change it. King or a 7 to knock Mac Daddy out and take the win here into University Poker Club. Here's the river.
Yeah, King 7.
It's an
An
ace.
ace. Another
And
double up.
Mac Daddy will get the double up, and it gets a little bit closer.
Ace 3.
I
Now this got chip lead though.
That's you.
Now a little more even, 83 to 62.
So, yeah, top that off, so that's equal to.
Wow.
Still beat him.
That's equal to that, right?
Back and forth.
Match that.
3 and 5. Nah, man, a lot of sick ones today. That's the beauty. Do you guys think some of our more like casual members, like maybe
Yeah, I've definitely, you know, I was just thinking about Sebastian's, you know, I think I had that happen to me that basically, I think Wes, where I was ahead on Wes twice and he drew back, and then the third time I was behind and he got me. I've had exactly happen to what happened against Sebastian. And it's definitely frustrating, but you also have to think,
I don't think
you know, the first 2 times when you got it in, you absolutely had it in the right spot. And so you can, it's tough because poker sometimes makes you think about the results play, and but at the end of the day, you know, he even admitted that there's nothing more you can do there. You have to try and take that
Playing the
as your,
percentages and playing the cards.
you have to try and find some peace in the fact that he played the right way. And you also have to find the peace for Mac Daddy in the fact that you got it in at the right time.
Yep.
This isn't like, you know, you're on like national news.
No, just because of the fact that you're sitting in this room, like.
Jack
away
10.
from everyone and whatever, it's just annoying. Having to make the walk.
Yeah.
Least to call.
Mac Daddy.
And you're new and you have like 2 or 3 times.
I mean, do you shove here or you just flat? It's kind of, and that's what he's thinking about. He's
Yeah.
going all in.
Yep.
King
Yeah,
5.
you might want to call.
And he
yeah.
does call
Yep.
with King 5, and here we go again. We are flipping
All right.
yet again for the Binghamton
I have you covered, right?
March Madness tournament title. Jack 10, King 5.
Sit down, sit the fuck down.
Mock Daddy.
Fuck that.
The
Did the
spades
double
are
up?
alive. Here comes the flop. Jack 10.
Wow.
Oh, man, but it's not done. 9% equity on the turn.
Spades.
It's a queen with
Oh,
jacks,
baby.
an ace or a 9. Oh, this would be absolutely sick for
This
Mac
is
Daddy to happen
insane.
again. Ace or 9. It's an ace. Oh,
Wow.
man. And there you go again. One hand, and Mac Daddy gets it back.
21 left.
21K left.
I might have had to run out of the room if that ace or 9
Oh,
came on
man.
the river.
That's why we need to go.
Man.
That's like 52-40. Is stream still good? Yeah.
I was ahead.
You watching too, Dick?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a. I think you just call it trying to end it there.
Yeah.
It's you have to win a flip. And
Yep.
Mac Daddy, I think getting some justice for that King Queen hand.
Yep.
Getting some justice, and now Brad's gonna have to find a spot to shove. There we go. Shot to spub, and then
Shot the spot.
yeah, shot the spub and get it back. Definitely, it's possible. It's definitely possible. He can double up right away. I mean, you're gonna get the cards.
21, but. It's on me, all in.
Is he going all in blind?
And I think he did just declare all in.
Yeah. And if you're
With
Mac
Queen
Daddy-
10.
Wow.
And 4-3, I think you win.
I think you just.
Oh, he just folded it. He
Okay.
just folded. I don't mind it.
2 minutes left. You had a good one?
Yep, I don't mind the fold with 3-4. It's kind of it. You know, even for calling a shove, you don't want to give him
Yeah.
a chance to get back in it with 4-3.
I did jam.
Yeah, he did. He jammed the fuck out of it.
Don't seduce action.
No one can seduce it.
JD action.
Oh my god. Damn, I shouldn't have said those numbers.
Wow. I mean,
I just need 2 doubles.
just
now.
absolutely crazy
Yeah.
how this day has gone. I mean, there you go. Mac Daddy goes from
I mean, I was
from being
Ace 4.
teased
That's
with-
when you put them all in.
Yep, and it's got to be a shove, and I'm sure you're going to get a call.
Yeah.
Yep, and he does call with 8-7, and again, we were flipping, folks.
All right, here we go.
Mac Daddy with just barely the advantage. Here we go. Will this be the hand, folks? Here comes a flop.
In the window.
Queen, Jack. What is that last card? 10,
Ooh,
and
gets that
Brad
shot.
has a lot of outs, but it can't be a king, and Mac Daddy will lock it up. A 5, which does not change it, and it has to be a 9 or an 8 or a 7. 9, 8, or 7. 4 on the river, that's it.
Hits.
Mac Daddy is your March Madness tournament champion after an absolutely ridiculous and crazy heads up. A lot of fun. Mac Daddy, with his aggressive play throughout the day, will get the W on the final hand with ace 4. Second place for Brad. That's exactly what he wanted. He can go watch basketball now, but a solid showing for Brad nonetheless.
Mock Dottie, favorite nickname, gets the victory. I think his strategy worked really well. He played tight and passive most of the time that we saw him here on the stream, especially with the final table. He played a lot of passive until around when there was 3 or 4, when it was 3 or 4 handed. Then he really put up the aggression, and I think that's what
Absolutely.
Wow, everyone else does.
And then we'll, of course, hear from somebody here in a second. I do want to look at the leaderboard here because that kind of makes a difference because I know Sebastian is in the top, but these guys are going to be
Yes. Yeah.
leaderboard.
Now gotta we fucking.
Yes. All right, sweet. I do want to see, so...
Now,
Tommy
now
Lee,
it's good.
where was...
You might want to make this full screen so we can look at each other.
Oh yeah.
Here, I'll get it.
One
Sit him
sec,
down.
one
Yeah,
sec.
yeah, so
All right, guys, we got the runner-up coming in first for a little post commentary here.
runner-up Brad coming in. Brad, here he is.
Commentary.
I know, hold on.
Waiting on getting everything ready to go. Going full screen.
Oh, this is like PC Live.
Sound like it was like 20 seconds.
Oh yeah.
How do I-
Unlock.
Oh.
They're setting it up. There we go. Split screen.
We're just gonna jank it together for now.
Yeah, it's fine. My face will be.
All right.
Awesome.
Totally good. That's okay. It's pretty much the entire
Yeah.
day.
Okay. We got the runner-up Brad coming in.
How long is it gonna take him?
All right.
Oh no, they're live.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Brad? How do you feel, man? I mean, that's a great finish, second place. It seemed like it was exactly what you wanted. First off, talk to us through like your feelings through that just insane heads up. It goes back and forth pretty much the entire way. Did you really think like with that King 3, it's like, man, I've got to have it now? I mean, just explain
Yeah, I
what
don't know
you're
if you
feeling.
guys even heard, but I said this is going to be my first win in Poker Club. Once I won that one.
Oh no,
boy.
jinxed
Yeah,
it.
but so my second place or maybe another third place.
Yeah, I mean that's not bad. I mean the King 3 hand, just like your emotions. I mean that was a roller coaster ride. What was going through your mind as those cards were
Yeah,
ripping off?
so for some reason I think suited cards are way better than they are, so I was always hoping for a flush, but I guess I just got lucky and I was relieved at that point.
In your rotation, I mean you obviously hit the 3 on the flop, and then the queen comes on the turn, but it's the club, right? And you're like, man, that sucks. But also you
Yeah,
got
it was
the
a bad
outs.
card, but
And
not the worst card.
on the river, yeah. And now, then Mac Daddy's able to basically get it back in that big heads-up hand. It was what, Jack 10, Ace, was it Ace 3?
Yes.
Yeah, that might have been it. I mean, a tough run out there, obviously, for Jack 10. You found it in ahead. Do you feel like you could have done anything different in the way you played? Or do you feel like you did the best
Yeah,
you
definitely
could?
heads up. I was just kind of tired and I didn't care much about second or first, so at that point I was just, going with anything I had, but if I played a little slower, you never know, but I'm happy.
Take a chance.
And so, yeah, when you talk about things you could have done differently, what will you fix in preparation for the main events and all the bigger tournaments coming up at the end of the year?
I think when I first sat down at the final table, I had a pretty good stack, and I just punted away for a while there, so I would slow down at the beginning of that because even though I ended up getting it back, I was like the low stack or second low at one point at the final table.
Now, I must ask, I know you wanted to go watch March Madness. Which matchup tonight are you most excited for?
Texas Tech is playing tonight, I think. Yeah,
That'll be
I
a
like
really
that.
good
I
one.
need to see them get a win.
You want to see Texas Tech get a win? You think
Yeah, I
they're
have
going
them
to
in
get
my
one?
final four in my bracket, so.
Oh, yeah. Probably be nice
I
to
think
get it.
either team could honestly win that
Yeah.
one. Either Texas Tech or Gonzaga. But we're going to let you go so you can go enjoy that. Thank you so much for joining us, Brad. A lot of fun to watch. And have a good one. Good luck
Thanks,
in the rest
guys.
of
You
the
did a great job. It was very funny.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Matt.
All right, so that was Brad with us, and runner-up here at the March Madness Knockout Tournament. Played really well, enjoyed him playing, and really, had to take it. It was just trying to run it out, run the cards right. So, and then of course we will have Mac Daddy
Mock Daddy.
in just a second, I'm sure.
So to hear them, you just got to put that on.
Put what on?
The headphones.
Ah, headphones. All right, word.
Here he comes. We can hear him.
What's good, guys?
There he is, the winner.
There he is.
There he is, walking in. How you
I'm
doing,
chilling,
man?
dude. I'm fucking lamping.
Chilling, dude.
Mock Daddy, my favorite nickname, getting the win.
Where
yeah.
did that nickname come from?
I was talking to people all the time, and just friendly person, macking on girls, Mac Daddy. It's the truth. It's the truth. So.
Yeah. Now you employed really like an aggressive strategy coming into this final table. Were you happy with how you played today? Because it seemed like
Yeah, I feel like I was just gonna win. Like when we started out, I was feeling pretty strong up until the final table, and then after the first like 4 or so people got out, and it was down to me, Adrian, Bradley, and Sebastian. I was like, I think I got this. I'm taking it. And then just every move I made there was just instant, whatever I was thinking at the time. Honestly, I didn't put too much thought into anything.
Now you were short stacked for quite a bit there, and just really having to try and find a spot. When Sebastian lost that first flip, were you feeling like, okay, maybe I've got a chance at this three-handed table? Because he was basically dominating.
He was
the whole
smoking us.
time.
No, exactly. When he split with Bradley, I was like, all right, this opens up my possibilities. And then I think I went all in next hand or the hand after, and then doubled up on Sebastian, and then, or maybe that was before then. I don't know, but at some point,
And were you really like surprised to see, like, were you worried about Sebastian? And then obviously just runs really bad and knocked out, and then you're like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like, this has totally changed like what I thought could be my final two, and then you faced Brad in the final two. Were you shocked by that result?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, I feel like going into the final four, Sebastian kind of had my number. Like, we were betting pretty big, and then like he would just bet higher, and then I would fold out if I like missed my flop. But But like I feel like I still didn't have a read on him, so I was pretty excited when he drew dead. And then because I didn't really have a read on him, I didn't want to like think about any bet I had to make, so I would just all in anytime he was still in.
Now go through the king queen hand versus king three. Your just emotions obviously happen so quick, but yeah, I mean you got it in a head, and then the board just absolutely teases you.
Yeah, no, that's the game. It's like I can't be. If someone has a 10% chance throughout the whole hand and they beat me, you can't be upset because the same thing's going to happen to you one day. It's all numbers game. That's the game.
Absolutely. Now, after today, is there anything you're really going to change heading into these final two really important tournaments? Obviously, getting a win is good, but do you think there's anything that you want to fix or improve on before you go into the next one?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, me and my friends kind of started like 2 months ago here. Like we've been playing like for longer than that. I was involved in the club freshman year a lot, and then not really as much through sophomore and junior year. But honestly, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna play my game, and I mean, if I make the satellite tournament or the final table or anything like that, great. But no, I'm gonna keep playing how I play. I'm not trying to ladder up. I'm not gonna fold out until I get more points.
And when you talk about your style of play, it seemed like until that final 4 or 5, when it gets to 4 or 5 handed, it seemed like you played a little more passive and then turned it up when it was 4 or 5 handed aggressively. So was that your plan throughout most of the day, was to be passive until it got to not a lot of play?
Honestly, it was just a feeling thing. I had no really plan going into the final table whatsoever. It was like once I got there, it was a completely new group of players, so I didn't really have a read on anybody. I didn't know too much going in, but No, I didn't really pre-plan
Nope.
any type of betting strategy going into today. I just kind of tried to switch up a decent amount and just do how I felt.
Now, there was one hand that I was really impressed by you. Let's go back to the Queen 5 hand where you just was able to continue to fire at that. I mean, did you know, have you found out what he
Yeah,
had?
I saw that he had a Queen Ace. So
Which is,
he would have smoked me. He had me.
You got to feel so good.
Oh, that was
I was
great.
going to say, you got to feel so good when
Oh,
that
it's
comes
awesome.
through, especially the diamond on the river because, I mean, are you bluffing at any cards other than like a diamond there?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, thankfully the diamond did come up because then like he can think that I have the flush, and clearly he did because he folded out, or maybe he thought I had a 2-pair or something. But I figured that he didn't have a 2-pair, and I figured if he did have a queen, then because I bet big on the flush draw, and then a flush would have came up if I had it. Then I figured I had to go for it, and I don't know. Once again, it was a feeling thing.
And it was also a feeling thing because you really also made another really good play, I think, either in 3-handed or heads up, where you check raise the turn, able to shove on the river and get a fold from Brad, who actually had jack high, the best hand. You had 10-9, and the river came, what did it come, a queen?
Yeah.
And you were able to shove there and got him to fold. Was that sort of a feeling thing? Did you sense weakness there?
Yeah, I guess kind of. I mean, I feel like at that point, based on what I was betting beforehand, I couldn't just check it out. I feel like I didn't feel strongly about winning the hand, and I feel like the only way I would have won it was if I bet, and all in felt right. So.
Well, absolutely, man. It was a joy to watch you. Great job today, man. We'll hopefully be back to commentate over more, and congratulations.
Yeah,
on the big
absolutely.
win.
Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot. You guys are surprisingly good commentators. I'm impressed. I can see why you want to commentate.
Well, yeah,
like
thank you.
like
Yeah,
when you.
This is our first time.
This is our
at
first
it.
time.
Wow,
doing
really?
it, So
You comment other stuff?
yeah.
Yeah, we do basketball, football, occasionally soccer. He's doing softball tomorrow, right?
Softball.
Big
I'm
Ten.
bored, Abby, but I'll be calling baseball.
Yeah, he'll be
softball.
calling baseball a little bit. So we do we're actually broadcast communication students at UNL, so it kind of helps, right?
Yeah.
And we wanted to do
Yeah, no,
this. So.
you guys
Yeah,
got a knack
no,
for
that
this.
was,
I could totally
cool.
see you guys in the booth someday, commenting whatever it'll be.
Oh, yeah.
Either if it's professional baseball or
Appreciate it.
cornhole.
Yeah, exactly. Either one is good with
Yeah.
me.
Hey, if it's
the
on
one guys
TV,
in
why not? Yeah.
cornhole, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Exactly. All right, man. Well, hopefully we'll be back.
Thanks,
Thank you
guys. Yeah,
so
I mean,
much.
is your like links posted anywhere? Because I'll definitely check you guys out sometime.
Yeah, we'll. I know we wanted to send some stuff along. I'll put some stuff in the chat
Yeah.
here on Twitch that you can put up, but I'll put both of our Twitters. And I'm also streaming. I think tomorrow for we do
Yes.
online poker stream for a tournament on Replay Poker. So I'll be doing a stream tomorrow about 6 o'clock on my Twitch channel. So I'll put all the stuff in the chat for you guys to check out. I'm sure we'll be in contact probably to do more stuff in the future, man.
Awesome. Thanks again, guys.
Sweet. All right.
Yeah,
thank you.
awesome. Thanks.
All right, check that out. For real.
No, court.
Twitter.
Alright.
Yep. Thanks. Good job.
I earned my ride home. I earned my ride home.
Later. Yeah, he did earn his ride home.
Okay, guys.
Well, that's gonna wrap things up. Really fun
Yeah.
tournament.
Yeah,
a lot of
that was a lot of
coolers.
fun, man.
And really, the first tournament we ever broadcasted. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
That was fun. So we'll close it out.
Before we go, just tell me a little more about your poker situation at your school. You have a club? Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah. So we, we're sitting at my, I guess, home dorm poker table right now. I found on Craigslist
Great.
for $30, and we had been playing home games all throughout the first semester. And when we came back from winter break, we were like, why don't we try doing a poker club? We have a lot of fun with our friends, and I'm sure we could find more people. We went through a very expansive and
Painstaking, yes.
rough process.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
try
not
out
that easy over here
official-
either. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just really, and even right now, trying to like get funds and all that, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
They were supposed to have some sort of financial number that they assigned us, but they actually didn't assign it to us until yesterday, which is really cool, right? Like, oh, okay, you really care about us. But no, we started and we have about 25 people that have actually showed up. We
That's
get a rate,
great.
they're about 14, I would say. And so it's good for a little first
Absolutely.
semester club, honestly. We have a lot of fun people playing, and we're going to try and stream our grand championship on April 27th
Oh, great.
using our technology
Yeah.
at the journalism school. It's going to be tough. We're going to have our own
Yeah.
What
snacks,
sort of
just
technology
like
are you
today,
looking at? What I'm sure don't have a stream
So
table.
we actually have. I mean, obviously we're able to set up a stream like
cameras
through
and
all
stuff.
the stuff that I
Yeah.
just put down, camera stuff. But they have some nicer JVC cameras
cool.
and all that. But and a TriCaster, a whole switcher.
Oh,
But
wow.
here's the problem: is that it's so complicated that honestly, trying to do a simple stream isn't really
Yeah.
that simple
Yeah.
to use all that stuff. So it's gonna be quite the deal for us to try.
Yeah,
and
that's
figure
that's great. And
So-
so, well, what year are you guys?
we are
Right.
both
Oh,
freshmen.
that's even better. You have plenty of time to expand this.
Right.
And our goal has always been to start streaming, get it up there. No one else is doing this, and then reach out. Like this is a great example. Reach out to as many people as we can. Try to set up some sort of league. You know, maybe if we could even start with online tournaments, everyone can play online. That would be cool. And
Yeah, we're actually it's been on the side for us right now with that online league, but we actually do have enough to like satisfy with the website that sponsors me, Replay Poker. They're a good website. They got some good support staff, and they would totally be up for us like starting a league. If you get people that just register
Right.
on there, it's super easy, it's free and all that, and we could honestly get that going. And it would be a good thing, particularly for us over the
Yeah.
summer.
Oh, yeah.
To start that up, do like a Discord, get
Definitely.
connected. I know MIT Poker Club, we hadn't gotten back to them in a while, but I know they showed some general interest in that, and we love to follow up, but we just got super
That's
busy,
where we're at.
and that got put on the back.
yeah,
Yeah, so honestly, that'd be a great summer thing. I want to keep that up and try to get that to happen with you guys, because obviously, like, watching the college poker tour, like, that was a great idea in theory, but I feel like we can do it a
Yeah,
lot better,
definitely.
honestly.
It wasn't exactly all about the poker. You get,
Yeah,
what we're
exactly.
saying.
There's some theatrics going on there
Yeah.
for sure. But I think we can really do it like right. And you guys are passionate. We're passionate. We know there's other poker clubs and college students out there that would love to do it. So
Yeah.
that's like our ultimate dream, and we want to get it done, man.
Our main crew working on this project, we're all juniors graduating next year. So next year is our biggest year to try to push this and get it as widespread and mainstream as possible. So we'll definitely be connecting with you guys and anyone we can.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we'll try and connect up with you guys. I will send, if it makes it easy, I'll send a Facebook message with all of our like contact info
Perfect.
and stuff. I'll send it there so you guys can stay in contact, and we'll try to
Yeah,
keep
and
up with
we'll
you
get
guys.
you the
Now-
dates for the next tournament.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Now, question: how did you guys get your RFID table?
Did you built that
Yeah.
yourself, right? But obviously that takes some
Yeah.
low name.
So Josh Gindy, who's been popping in and out, he's the one who funded the table. We built it in our fab lab here. Basic woodworking stuff. We use a router, to get the cables. It's a couple layers of plywood and foam, and then the cables sit underneath a top layer of foam and felt. And we got that all done. All the tools were available. And Gindy was gracious enough to put up the money. And here we are. We got my laptop over there in the other room, and Jacob's laptop in here. And we just hit start streaming, and here we are. Yeah.
Awesome, yeah, because we're really looking into make that the next thing. We've trying to reach out to some outlets maybe to get it sponsored
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
like that. But that was another avenue, was can we build it ourselves, and what's the
Yeah,
feasibility
if
of
your
that, so.
if your school has some sort of woodworking shop on campus, which I'd have to assume they do, then
Yeah.
you could definitely do it. And I know our vice president Brendan O'Shea, he was around. He left now. He's the one who did the main portion of the building, and he'd be happy to help you guys out. We found the plans online,
Sweet.
and all the equipment is videopokertable.net. I think it's an Australian company, actually.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
sweet.
Well, great, guys. Thank you so much. Like, this has
Awesome.
been amazing. It made it a little easier for us to run the tournament over there while we had someone with great commentary. So we'll have to do this again.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, absolutely. We had so much
Yeah.
fun, man.
Yeah, that was fun.
All right. Thank you for watching, everyone.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
And
for
check
watching.
out- check
We'll
them
get in
out.
Contact and
Yeah.
hopefully be back.
Thank you.